On today's episode...
So you don't like the food Grandpa makes?
No, and neither does the dog. If we're being honest.
Oh my gosh, so the dog won't even eat the food?
No.
Oh my gosh.
He starts barking.
Hey kids of faith, welcome back to another episode. We have my mom, me, Andy, and... Hey kids of faith! Oh, and
And Nanny-Cake, here we are. All right, kids, we have been the last 2 weeks on a pretty awesome, faith-filled, power-filled story of Jesus's ministry. And I'm gonna get right to it because we have got to get the rest of this story and be able to tell you about the rest of the story. Matthew chapter 15, that's where we're at. Jesus is traveling and this woman comes and finds him. She's a Canaanite woman and she starts out by begging Jesus. Is begging faith? No. We saw in Mark chapter 11, it says, have faith in God, or actually what it really means is have the faith of God. When you have the faith of God, then we can speak what we believe and we can ask for what we believe, okay? So this woman isn't asking anything and she's not speaking anything. She's just crying and begging, oh, Jesus, Son of David, oh my gosh. And we have to remember, she is not a Jewish woman. Say a Jewish woman.
Jewish one.
Okay, Jesus was first sent to the Jewish people. And then we find out he was sent to everyone. He was sent to all of humanity. But he was first sent to the Jewish people because those were his people. And what he wanted to do was to get the Jewish people to believe in him as the Messiah, as the Savior, and then go out and preach the gospel. So he is saying, I am going to only be sent to these Jewish people first, then it was revealed to everyone. So here he is, this woman hears about him and hears about his ministry, and it says in verse 24, he answers and finally tells her, I was sent only to the lost sheep of the house of Israel. Well, the sheep of Israel are the Jewish people, okay? The Israelites, those that were God's chosen people in the Old Testament. He said, listen here, lady, I was only sent to these Jewish people in the house of Israel first. I was not sent to you, was he? No, he was just sent, and he said, I came for them first. Do you think she was okay with that answer? What do you think she did? Andy, do you think she ran away like the disciples wanted her to?
No.
No. Bear, what do you think happened? Do you think
kept on begging.
did she keep on begging, or did she change what she said?
She changed. She stopped begging and changed and had faith.
Yeah.
Jesus said, have faith.
Have faith in God, right? Mm-hmm. So she's changed the way, we think she's going to change the way she talks, right? Because Jesus can't answer begging. Say, Jesus can't answer begging.
Can't answer begging.
He hears it.
That's right.
Yeah, he hears it. He hears you, but he wants to hear faith. He has to act on our faith, right? That's why we're kids in faith. So listen to this. He answered, I was only sent to the lost sheep of the house of Israel. But wait a second. Bear is right. Bear was correct. She comes to him and she kneels down before him. What do you think she looked like, Bear? Can you show the kids? What do you think she looked like when she came and knelt down before him? Can y'all show me? Show the kids. Jesus is maybe sitting there or standing there. What do you think she looked like? She came and she knelt down, and it says here, and she worshiped him. Can we show the kids what it looks like to worship? She's worshiping him. So imagine this woman coming and getting down on her knees, and it says she came and kneeling and she worshiped him. She lifted, I bet you she did lift her hands. I bet you maybe she put her hands on Jesus' feet and she began to worship him. So it says she's kneeling and worshiping him. Okay, hop back up real quick. And now she did what Bear said. Read to the kids. What did she do?
And kept praying, Lord, help me.
So she changed from begging to praying. Lord, help me. Did you know that's the best prayer and the most simplest prayer you can have? Lord, help me. If you have, you know what, Andy, is there something you need help with?
Well, I've been asking Grandpa for a lot of things, and one of those is a new toy.
Yeah.
But he keeps telling me that I don't have the money to do it. So maybe God can help me get the money for that.
God can help you. You want like a big toy, like to go with your Jeep?
Yeah, well, I'd like a new backpack so the next time I get lost out there, I can have more supplies.
You're planning on getting lost?
Well, and just in case my map doesn't work.
Oh, okay. You mean your Wi-Fi?
Yes.
Okay, so Andy wants a new backpack. There's always things we desire in our heart. Remember what we saw over in Mark chapter 11, that it says in verse 24, for this reason, Jesus said this. Say Jesus.
Jesus.
Jesus said it. For this reason, I'm telling you, whatever you ask for in prayer, believe, trust in, and be confident that is granted to you. And you, look at this, what does it say? And you will get it. Say, I will get it.
I will get it.
Say, when I pray,
When I pray,
in faith, I receive.
I receive.
I get it.
I get it.
Don't ever think you won't get it. Don't ever think that. When you pray in faith, so this woman, she's kneeling him. Worship is a type of our faith being released. Worship is a way that we express our faith to God. Why don't we do that real quick? If we lift our hands, just lift our hands and just close our eyes and say, Jesus, we worship you.
We worship.
Say, God,
we
worship you.
We worship you.
We glorify you.
We glorify
We
you.
trust you, God.
Trust you, God.
You're a good Father.
You're a good Father.
You're a faithful God.
You're a faithful God.
And we love you.
We love you.
And we glorify you.
Glorify you.
And we only look to you, God.
Only look to
You
you.
are our help.
You're our
And we worship you.
worship
And
you.
we praise you.
We praise you.
How easy is that? That is so easy, isn't it? That's what she started to do. She went from begging to worshiping. When we worship God, we're telling God that we trust him, right? That we trust who he is, that we trust his word. So she says she came and kneeling, worshiped him, and then she's praying, Lord, help me. Now listen what he says to her. He answered, it is not right, proper, or fair to take the children's bread and throw it to the little dogs. Whoa. He said, I can't give you, just like we don't give our food off the table to the dog, right? Is that right? Don't you get in trouble for that? What if there's something you don't like? What if there's something you don't want to eat? What would you want to do to make it look like you ate it? You could take a piece, right? And what do? Do you slip it? Yeah, have you done that, Andy?
I have, lots of times.
Yeah.
Grandpa usually burns food.
So you don't like the food Grandpa makes?
Nope, and neither does the dog. If we're being honest.
Oh my gosh, so the dog won't even eat the food?
No.
Oh my
He
gosh.
starts barking.
Oh no, so then he gives you away. Oh no. We have a dog. We have a dog, right? Named Prudy. Is she here?
Yes.
Can you call her? Come here, Prudy. Come here. Come here. So you know what? Prudy needs a little bit to be washed, doesn't she? Here's Prudy. Jesus says to this woman, it is not right that we give the food that belongs to the people,
People.
to the dogs,
The dog.
right? The dogs have their own food. That is pretty hard. He's basically saying you don't get to have what's on the table. You're not there at the table with these people. You cannot have what belongs to other people. Would you have been, I think I might have been a little discouraged if I would have heard Jesus say, what I have doesn't belong to you. Would you be discouraged? I mean, Jesus is shutting her down. Andy, Andy, I mean, I know Grandpa has shut you down.
Lots of time.
Oh, yeah. I remember when you got in trouble on the last time you got lost on your adventure.
I don't like to talk about that anymore.
Okay. But Andy, thank God you didn't get shut down to go to Bible school.
That's right.
Yeah, Andy got accepted. At this point, Jesus is not accepting her because who is he sent to first? Who is
Jews.
The Jews. And he says, look, I can't give what belongs to the Jews to you. Just like you can't give food, the people food, to the dogs. What do you think this woman did? Do you think she cried? Do you think she went away? Do you think she threw things at him? Do you think she got angry at him? Do you think she pitched a fit? Do you think she went back to begging?
Nope.
Do you think she said, oh, I'm going to tell everybody you're a mean Jesus? What do you think she did? She started worshiping him, right? And then she started asking. She said, Lord, help me. She stopped begging. And then he said, I can't do it for you. It doesn't belong to you. What do you think happened? Should we tell him this time or should we wait till next time? Let's keep it. Let's hold on to it. And next episode, we're going to find out what did this lady do when Jesus said, nope, I can't. He didn't say I can't. He said, your daughter, what I have doesn't belong yet to you and your daughter. We'll find out next time on what's going to happen in Matthew chapter 15, okay? You got to come back. You cannot miss the next episode. And if you missed the last two, we talked about so many things with this story. You've got to go back and watch it. It's going to help your faith. It's going to help you that when you need something, Andy, when you need something or you're being troubled by something or something isn't right in your life, this story is going to help you to know exactly what to do in your life. So until next time, kids, we're going to be right back next week with the next episode of Kids in Faith. But before we go, let's have a
Joke. Andy, let's have you try a joke.
Okay, let's see if you can get this one. What do you call a nosy bell pepper?
I don't know.
Haul up in your business.
Hey Kids in Faith, did you know that Kids in Faith has their own merchandise?
Go to the Frame Ministries online store to get your hats, totes, and shirts.
Hey Kids in Faith, we have a YouTube channel that we want you to check out, the Kids in Faith YouTube channel.
And go
No.
Make sure to subscribe. Yeah, make sure to subscribe. Hey Kids in Faith, make sure to subscribe.
Hey, there you go.
Hey Kids in Faith.
subscribe.
All right, Kids in Faith, we have our own YouTube channel. Make sure to go check it out, Kids in Faith.
Make sure to
Hey Kids in Faith, we have a YouTube channel. We want you to check it out.
Make sure to subscribe to watch more videos.